Miss Twani Trivedi, and I am Dr. Jayshree student and a member at VVF. So, after we start and after the introduction, I'll switch off the cam so that you all can concentrate on the PPTs that are going on the screen. Sit with a note and pen and write down the questions. We will be taking the questions at the end, and some of them, if we are not able to answer, we can also start a group discussion in our WhatsApp group that we have made. Okay, everything clear? A thumbs up or microphone, anything?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Vaishali ji. Thank you.
Yeah, we're getting
All
thumbs
right.
ups. Good.
Yeah, that kind of helps. Thank you. So let's start first by praying to Lord Ganesha. Shri Siddhi Buddhi Sahita Shriman Mahaganaadhipataye Namaha. Jai Shri Hari. Om Shri Matre Namaha. I would like to start by a small prayer dedicated to my Gurudev Om Swamiji and Guru Ma Jai Shri Om, Dr. Jai Shri Om. Dhyanamoolam Gururmurti Pujamulam Gururpadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. So this one is taken from Skanda Puran and it's also in Ma's book Manushyalaya Chandrika retold. All right, so after bowing down at the lotus feet of my Guru Ma, let's start, and I welcome you all on behalf of Dr. Jayshree Om and entire team at Vedic Vastu Living. A very warm and hearty welcome. And today's course, we can start the slide, Deepak ji.
Okay, sure. Let me share.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know if you're able to see.
Yes, if you can zoom out, zoom
Yeah,
in
I'm
again.
just admitting. I think the team is just joining again. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, yep,
Okay, so this slide is prayer to Jagat Guru, and we can move on to the next slide. We did the small prayer.
okay,
So again, welcome you all. The course Nanda is designed by Dr. Jayshree Om, and next slide. This course is taken from the Vastu scriptures like Vishwakarma Prakash, Mansar, Samrangan, Sutradhar, and Sri Raj Vallabh. Next slide, Deepati. Yeah, these are the books, some of the books that are translated by Dr. Jayshree Om, and the book Vastu Remedies, as well as there are a couple of more additions to these books. They are written by Dr. Jayshree Om. As you can see on my screen, if you are able to see, um, this one is the newest edition, and this is called Architectural Principles, and it is also co-written by architect Piyush Makhijani sir. He is a senior at Vedic Vastu Living. People call it a pink book, and a lot of things are listed here and shortlisted from the scriptures. A lot of things to know, plus it's all colored, this book is all colored. It's a good read. And the newest launch, the Peetham. This is a pocketbook. It's a very small and short read. It's a very quick read, and it's also very easy to understand. Ma has made this book so easy. There are also some diagrams and tables given in here. So it's easier to follow. It's very quick to implement, no need to read lengthy books. So this is also a quick read and an easy read. But out of all this book, my favorite one still remains this one. This is Vastu Remedies, and this is the basis of our today's course. And you all have to understand that this is a very basic course. So today would be an introduction where we will know what this course is about, who Dr. Jayshree is, what are her achievements, so that we can have more faith in her and her work. As we know that even our scriptures, they also say stories in Purans, and by the help of Purans, they tell us stories so that we have more faith in our gods and gurus. Same way, we will know more about Dr. Jayshree, and these are her recognitions. So Ma is not only a recognized Vedic Vastu consultant in India, but she is also recognized globally. See, she has represented India in UN and talked on importance of Vastu in empowering women. It was held in USA, and Asia Award. She was also given Asia Award, the Rising Acharya of the year in 2023, and for her contributions to Vastu and spiritual sciences. Atal Achievement Award was also there in 2023, and she was given under the category of Most Inspiring Vedic Vastu Expert and Geopathologist of the Year. She has also been a TEDx speaker in year 2024, where she spoke on ancient Indian architecture and its origin. And you can watch this, it is still there on YouTube if you want to watch what she was saying. Next slide, please. These are her media appearances and the awards. Next slide, please. Yeah. So she has been featured in all these newspapers and TV channels. Recently, she was also featured in her Forbes magazine. Next slide, please. So this is Dr. Jayshree, and this is the oath that she has taken. And she, as I like to call her, is a cosmic light that has reignited the knowledge and power of Vedic Vastu for our age, which is buried under the burden of the modern Vastu myths, the internet Vastu, as I like to call it. And she will debunk all of this and tell you what the real Vastu is, what the real Vastu that has been designed from our sages and given in the scriptures is. And so today we will be learning through this course. And through her constant efforts and 20,000 plus hours of scripture reading, she has unfolded for the benefit of the humankind the forgotten world of Vedic Vastu. Along with her team at VVL, she has written and translated this lost wisdom and have brought back the wisdom of Vedic Vastu to the world. So the course is divided into 4 different parts. The first one being Nanda, Bhadra, Jaya, and Purna. So Nanda is the basic course. It is for the beginners who have little to no knowledge about any of the Vastu scriptures. Today, we are learning Nanda. The next course is Bhadra. In Bhadra, you will get a deeper understanding of Vedic Vastu. The third in line is Jaya, and it will build upon the foundation of Vedic Vastu that you have learned in Nanda and Bhadra. And it will go a little bit deeper and help you practice Vedic Vastu in the real life. The last one is Purna, sorry. The last one is Purna, and it's like a postgrad course that after you have mastered the above courses, you can do Purna. And as for me, I have done Nanda, Jaya, and Bhadra with her. I'm waiting on my Purna. Cannot wait to learn what will unfold in Purna. Next slide, please. So, scriptures are universal. They are Sarvadesic, Sarvabhaumik, and Sarvakalik. So, we will take these words one by one. These scriptures, they are based on the cosmic principles there and the Vastu Purush Mandala as well as the Dikpals of the 8 directions. They are same. These are same everywhere, no matter wherever you go. So that's why it is said that scriptures are universal. So in any country, it can be followed in any part of the world. The scriptures can be applied and followed, and they are timeless. That means that they are not bound to a specific century or a timeline. So what was true in terms of Vastu in Dwapar Yuga is also true today. Sarvadesic, it means it is universal in nature. It can be applied to any geographical locations, mountain coast, urban high rises like today's apartment or the flats we live in. It can be applied everywhere. So scriptures, they are very wide, meaning they have immense knowledge and potential. And if we can decode them correctly and read them again and again, Guru Ma always says this line, and I really agree with her, that they will start to speak to you. Yes, the scriptures will start to speak to you. There are a lot of remedies in our scriptures, so we can decode and use them for our benefit. And sky is the limit. Thank you, Deepak ji. Yeah, next slide. Thank you. श्रद्धावान् लभते ज्ञानं तत्परः संयेतेन्द्रियः ज्ञानं लब्ध्वा परं शान्तिं मचिरेणाधिगच्छति. This verse from Bhagavad Gita, it applies to the knowledge of Vastu Shastra perfectly, as reading the scriptures is not enough, because the most important thing is faith. Faith in the scripture is very important. It is the foundation through which you can bring harmony in your life and around you. Next slide, please. Yeah. So, people everywhere, wherever they are, they experience difficult times in their life. Okay, these times will test their strength and patience. And in trying to overcome these things and such struggles, we develop different ways of thinking, fresh skills, and knowledge set. So it forces us to be creative and find solutions and grow stronger in response. Next slide, please. Miseries, they are of three types: adhibhautik, adhidevik, and adhyatmik. We will take one by one these words. What do they mean? Adhibhautik, it means the pains that are caused by others. Like this can be no. Please don't go ahead. Stay there. Thank you. Yeah, the pains that are caused by others, this can be avoided by not getting attached or clinging on to them, being mindful, etc. So fixed vastu helps such miseries. Adhidevik means natural disasters. This we nobody can, have control over such disasters. Adhyatmic is the pain that is caused by ourselves, like the stress that we take on, jealousy, desire, anger, all the negative low vibrational emotions. These are adhyatmic in nature, and variable vastu will really help in these things. So, scriptures were written to overcome such miseries. It is said, Heyam Dukham Anagatam. This line particularly is taken from Patanjali Yoga Sutra, chapter number 2, verse 16. So, it means that if we know what our grief is, we can avoid it. And if we are sensitive and aware of its occurrence, we can definitely avoid these things. So we should have faith in scriptures, in our guru, and the knowledge that we acquire from both the scriptures and our guru. Next slide, Deepak. Thank you. Chitta Shuddhi. So, whenever we are taking on some work, whether it is our daily task or whether it is some new thing, or whether you are in your office or in starting a new course, just like today, the number one thing, the very first thing that you should do is self purification. So, it is called Chitta Shuddhi. And Chitta Shuddhi should be done before starting any new good work or even reading scriptures. Even before meditation, you can do, before doing puja also, you can do Chit Shuddhi. So how can you do this? Just take some water in your right hands. It can be Ganga Jal, it can be a clean water. And you have to say this shloka. It goes like Om apavitra pavitro va sarvasthanagatopi va yasamreta pundarikaksham sabhayabhyantara shuchi. After this, you have to say three times Om punatu pundarikakshah, punatu pundarikakshah, punatu, and leave those water aside and wipe your hands. So this is how Chitta Shuddhi is done. And what will this help with? It will help with calming your mind down and make you ready for anything, any task that you are going to take on. Just like today, we are taking on the knowledge of Vastu Shastra. So before starting this shlok, we read, and it will help us to imbibe the new knowledge that we are trying to imbibe today, learn today. Next slide. Yeah, karmaneya adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phale durbhurma te sangostva karmani. This verse is taken from Bhagavad Gita. It is chapter 2, verse 47. What does it mean is that we should keep our focus on our work and we should not get attached to the outcomes or inaction. So this also connects us to our previous slide of Chichuddhi, because when we get act without attachment to the results, our mind it gets purified from the desires or ego and fear. And believe me, if fear is set aside, no, we can do a lot of things, because fear-free mind is really a good set of mind to start things with. Next slide, please, Deepati. Do someone want to read this Sanskrit shloka? Someone wants to try reading it? See, we will also learn why reading Sanskrit is important. We will learn as we go ahead in our slides. So if somebody wants to try reading the shloka here, please go ahead.
Can I try? Adhishtanam tatha kartakaranam cha prittagrindham vividha cha prittakrashteshta devam chevatra pancham.
Panchamam. Yeah, good job. Good job, Navneet ji. Reading Sanskrit is really very important, and no matter how you read or whether you make mistakes, you will see that you will go on improving after you just go on reading one time, two times, three times. Every time your pronunciations, every time your reading will improve, and we will see why this is important. Okay, so hang on with me, and thank you, Navneet. So what does this mean is your approach, mindset, the resources that you have, the efforts you put in, and a pinch of destiny. These all are the basis of any outcome. Okay, so for anything to work successfully, you should have first of all, you should have a right approach and a right mindset to start the things. Also, the resources that you have should be from authentic sources, right? You should know what sources are there and from where you are getting that knowledge. And your efforts that you apply to make it work, along with destiny, it will create a success recipe. So, this is the thing that you have to keep in mind. Scriptures and destiny, they are interlinked. So when you are ready to imbibe on the knowledge, an ideal scripture will appear. And let me tell you that today, by coming here, Vastu scriptures have already chosen you. You know, this is what Guru Ma says, that you do not choose the scriptures. The scriptures, they choose you. As you are ready, the scriptures will come one by one. And believe me, if you start with one, the other things will get lined up pretty fast. As soon as you are done with one, you will know where to go next. And the next thing will appear, right? Just like magic. You will feel that some kind of magic is going on. So yeah, this is divine arrangement. So in simple terms, there's the very good example given in the book Vastu Remedies by Guruma, and it goes like, if you want to meet a PM and you know his secretary or her secretary, you can meet her easily. So here, Vastu scriptures, they act as secretaries through which you can create an ideal space, be it home or your office. And with Vastu aligned spaces, your path will become more accessible and the chances of success will increase. So, next slide, please. The diagram in the last slide was the one that we went through and I explained about it. So, Ma has divided her Nanda course in 2 days. Number one, the day one, where we will learn about basic Vastu. We will go through introduction. We will know the lineage from where the Vastu started, where Vedic Vastu started, who was the one who, and from there where it went, and who wrote it down for the benefit of the world, and from there how it continued today. We will know the purpose of the Vedic Vastu. We will also learn about Vastu Purush, the Vastu defects, for whom is this Vastu. Don't go ahead, please. Thank you. Whom this Vastu is and what are the different Vastu scriptures from where it is coming. The second day, we will learn the 15 remedies and we will unravel the mystery of IJK, and we will see what this IJK is and how it can be used to transform your life. Okay, and how it can be implemented. So IJK, as we will see tomorrow, is Devi Shakti through which we can change and bring transformations in our life as well as in the people around us, life of people around us. And we will also see how to practice Vastu. So let's get started. And next slide, Deepakji. Thank you. These are just the simple rules of classroom. It's nothing serious. Just some things to keep in mind. Keep pen, notepad, etc. So you can note down things that are important or you resonate with, and questions that you want to ask or things that you want to discuss further. Everything you can note it down so that the class can go uninterrupted. Okay. Of course, internet connection. And this is a two-way learning process, but we will be taking questions at the end. So note it down. No questions during this session. And of course, whatever we cannot address, Dr. Jayshree will pitch in. Okay, and we have also our WhatsApp group. We can continue learning there too and discuss as well. Next slide, Deepakji. Yeah, so this is the main thing. See, as Guruji Om Swamiji, he always says that you should know who you are associating yourself with. Okay, that way you will have faith in the person that you are associating yourself with or you are learning from. In this case, it's our Guru Ma, Dr. Jayshree Om, and this is her career graph. I like to call her journey. So let's go and see from where she started and how it went. And let me tell you that after this also, this here it ends at 2022, but after 2022, she has done a lot more than even before. She is a lot more active even today. 15,000 has turned into 20,000 plus hours of scripture reading and so on. And she is still going strong. So, after graduating, let me start from that Guruma. She's from a Jain family, and although she's belonging to a Jain family, she is inclined towards Hinduism. And starting from 2000, in the graph here, you can see her career has seen a lots of changes, including a life-altering one in the year 2010. And it did not only set her up on the right career path, that is the Vedic Vastu that she's on, but also to the path of her inner well-being and spirituality. And that's why I called it that it is life-altering. So she has lots of good achievements in her bag, be it education-wise, social achievements, or her spiritual endeavors. So entry of Guruma's Guru Sri Om Swamiji gave her a path, a boost, and she was craving for. And then she went ahead and did wonderful, wonderful things for the benefit of the world. This is the line that we all have to take in account for the benefit of the world. This is the basic line underlying everything that all of us do around the world. This graph and her journey after 2022, that it doesn't show here, but it has seen a lot of ups, a lot of ups, a lot of books that she has written, a lot of more that are going to come. So to be learning under such a guru, it gives me immense joy, and it fills me with a kind of peace that I really cannot explain in words. And I always surrender at her lotus feet. So she's like a warm blanket to me, warm and cozy. I feel good around her. After she has entered even my life, it has changed and transformed a lot. So with this, I also pray to God that the way she has transformed my life and she has affected my life, let her guidance, her wisdom throw a light on your career path also and bring about the transformation that you can talk about one day. Next slide, Deepakji. So here we go. Introduction. We will start with introduction. So here you can see an illustration of a coffee mug that is full and the other one that is empty. So let me start by telling you that this example here, one represents the full and one represents the empty. Empty, let us call it void or shunyata, and the full one is Shakti, okay? So, full one represents abundance and nourishment, while the empty cup is all about potential and receptivity, okay? But anyone, whether it is full or empty, it is completely full, it cannot imbibe any more things. If it is completely empty, it cannot give you any nourishment. So, just like this, if you want to gain something, you have to first empty something. Let go of a few things that do not hold true, do not work for you. For the new things to take shape, they will require some space, okay? So, if a cup is full, there is no room for renewal, while the empty cup, there is no nourishment. So, together, what do they teach us? That for effective learning, reception, you need a balance between the full and the empty. So, just like in a space where Vastu is applied, some spaces are kept empty. Can somebody tell me what those are or what that space is called?
Brahmastan,
That's right, Brahmastan. So, Brahmastan is usually kept empty. And why is it kept empty?
because it's the center of the place. It is linked to all the other corners and the zones.
Yeah, it has a flow of energy from where the energy flows and ripple to all the directions, a ripple effect to all the directions. That's why Brahmastan is usually kept empty. And so in such a way, your brain also it needs some space for any new knowledge to get accumulated in your brain. Okay, so you have to let go of certain things to have or to learn some more. Next slide, Deepak. Yeah, this is the important model. So in Vedic Vastu culture, we diligently follow this model where we familiarize ourselves with the scriptures, with reading of the scriptures. Okay, so by liking the scriptures or listening to the courses like today, we learn more about them. This is called Shravana. What does Shravana means? It means anybody? Shravana means to listen.
Listen
To be
attentively.
That's right. To listen, to become more aware about the scriptures. So, by joining today's session, we are all becoming more aware of what Vastu scriptures are. By listening to them, you are already improving your knowledge, and it will in turn generate curiosity in you to learn more about them. And as and when you learn more about them, you will start to like these scriptures and think about what's written in them, and you will start to resonate with the scriptures, which is more important, which is called manana. What does manana means? It means reflection. Okay, manana means reflecting. By reflecting on whatever you are learning or reflecting on the scriptures, you will finally a time will come where you will start trusting the scriptures. Okay, and then you can internalize this knowledge and start to practice it in real life. So, as and when you practice it, the deeper secrets will be revealed to you from the scriptures. The subtle truth of the Vastu will unravel itself as and when you start reading them, you start reflecting on them, and then you start to practice them. So I truly believe this model, and Guruma has spent more than 20,000 plus hours. Okay, she is still today reading scriptures every day. So she also tells us in our class that we should have a habit of at least reading few pages a day, if not more. And as you read it, one time reading won't do. Okay, you have to read them again and again because that kind of creates a memory that gets stored in your subconscious, and that's when the magic happens. You start changing your subconscious, the reality changes around you. Okay, and you can access that whenever you are in truly need of that knowledge or whenever you want to implement that knowledge. Okay, so first you should know what's in the scriptures. The liking and trusting will automatically come when you start reflecting, internalizing, and practicing this knowledge. Next slide, Deepakji. Yeah, so this is our foremost question of today, that what is Vastu? So this is a general definition. Vastu is the ancient science of architecture, how to construct spaces that can align with the cosmic energies. So it is a Sanskrit terminology, which when broken down, Vas means to stay and Tu means the five elements. Five elements are water, earth, fire, wind, and space. They are assigned to different directions, and these directions are assigned to this by our sages. Can someone tell me what these directions are?
Water signifies northeast.
Water is north, fire is southeast, space is west. Wind is west, space is
Space is
southwest.
west, earth is southwest. But these are five tattvas of our body. Wherever it's in the body, also it's in the house. Also, everywhere we find these five tattvas.
That is right. Everybody is made of the five tattvas. Okay. Let's see, but directions are still not clear. Let's see the next slide, so we will understand the directions which are assigned to these five tattvas. There you go, Komalji. So Vastu is to stay in sync in a space where these five elements are in harmony with each other. Okay. Next slide, Deepakji. This is the slide that will make clear, all the directions will be cleared. Okay. So here you can see the five elements and the directions that are associated with them. Northeast, water element; southeast, fire element; southwest is the earth element; air element occupies the northwest, and the Brahmastan is the space element. Okay. Next slide, Deepakji. So we will now see what Vedic means. So Vedic means the one which is derived from the Vedas, where Vedas, they mean knowledge. These Vedas, they were manifested from Lord Brahma's mouth. When each of the faced a particular direction, it gave rise to one of the Vedas. Can somebody tell me how many Vedas are there?
Four Vedas.
That's right, Ravikantji. Four Vedas. And what are they?
Atharvaved, Samved, Rigved,
Yajur,
or Yajurved.
Yajurved, Yajurved. Yeah.
Yeah, the fourth one. One more. Atharvaved, Samved, Yajurved. The first one, Rigved. Okay, four Vedas. So, as and when Brahmaji he faced a particular direction, one of the Vedas it emerged from that mouth that faced that direction. We will learn more about this when we go on to our next class. That is the Bhadra course. Okay. So, what is Vedic Vastu? Vedic Vastu is the knowledge of Vastu, which is basically architecture that is being derived from the Vedas. But if I have to tell you a few things about it, it is much deeper than this. Okay, because I can say, because after doing Nanda Bhadra and Jaya with Guruma, I realized that Vedic Vastu is not merely architecture as the traditional definition says. Okay, but underneath it's hiding a lot more faculties, physics especially, physics, astrology, geopathology, neuroscience, psychology. All these are all intertwined in this thing. And you too will learn as and when you go through different courses that are designed by Dr. Jayshree. Especially doing Jaya. Jaya with her opened a lot of different things. Next slide, Deepakji. So, if you are about to ask me what's the difference between Vedic Vastu and modern Vastu, what do you think? What's the difference between Vedic Vastu and modern Vastu?
I think modern Vastu, they have mixed up Feng Shui and all other systems into the Vastu.
That is right. That is right. Modern
Also,
Vastu.
sorry, I just wanted to ask one question. So Vedic Vastu, we know that is derived from our Vedas and our culture, and but where does this modern Vastu, where does it come from? Where has it been derived? And it is so everywhere you find Astro Vastu, modern Vastu, Maha Vastu, people are following all of that. Where does it come from? So I get
Globalization.
confused.
One word. One word.
Hmm.
Globalization. Internet.
Right.
So everybody is getting graduations from WhatsApp universities. So yeah,
That's true.
that's
Yeah.
kind of thing going around. So that's why we have to learn. That's why the authentic source is more important. And that's when Guruma comes to the rescue. Such courses are really needed. Awareness has to be spread about such courses. And we have to have more people coming in and learning such courses. Then only these myths can be busted. That's where Peetham also comes to rescue, because it is such a small, sweet book that you can quickly read it. It doesn't require much of your time. You can take it to bed, you can keep it at the bedside. I personally, I take that book in my car. I go to pick up my kids. Standing in the line in my car. I start reading Peter. Okay, and there's this one thing that happened that I wanted to really share with you. Once when I was saved from a very bad car crash because of Peter. It was in my car, and I believe that the cover page of Peter, if you have seen, there is a grid that is uh 9 grid Padvinyas basically, but it has the Shaktis on it, and I personally call it as a Sarva Shakti Yantra. That's what I called Peetham's cover, okay? So I believe that it was because of those protectional energies that saved me that day. And from that day, this Peetham, it always remains in my car. Today I brought it here so that you all can see. And it's also on my Kindle. So whenever I go to bed, if I am confused or if I want to just read about something, I just open the page and read it. So Peetham has become a life-changing thing for me. It always is in my car. I also told Ma, no, Ma, this Peetham's cover, no, it's like a Sarva Shakti Yantra, Yantra in itself. And you know what they call in physics, that everything in the universe has a certain set amount of vibration. Do you all agree? Thumbs up, man.
Yes,
Thumbs
yes.
up.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So everything, thank you. Everything in the universe has a certain kind of vibrations in them. And I believe that books also carry such vibrations. And books, why are they important? I like physical copies more because physical copies, they have this kind of vibrations in them. And when you keep those things with you, whether they are in your car, in your office, or in your home, these vibrations can, from the book, it will spread around in the space that you are in. That's what I truly believe. And that's why I wanted to share the Peetham experience with you, what I felt that day. So these books, they have energies from all the people who have written them, just like our sages. And you know what? This knowledge of Vedic Vastu, or the knowledge of the Vedas, they were all there in the universe. And by the meditative power of our sages, they all derived these things, and they noted it down so that the world in future can benefit, because they knew that a time will come when people in Kali Yuga won't have that kind of power, and they will need help. Okay, so today's world benefits from these books and from the knowledge that these books carries. The vibrations itself are very, very, very life changing. This was what I wanted to share. Sorry, sorry. I just thought of sharing this experience. So yeah, next slide, Deepak ji. Yeah, so as we talked about the source that you are learning from, should be very authentic. It should be genuine. And it is important for your physical, emotional, mental, as well as your spiritual development. Okay. Where Lord Vishwakarma Prakash, I mean, Lord Vishwakarma, do you know who Lord Vishwakarma is?
He's the architect of the, of all the gods.
That's right. That's right. He is the divine architect of gods, and many other sages, along with Lord Vishwakarma, have narrated this Vastu scriptures. So we know that our source is genuine and authentic, and it's been shared by a genuine person like Dr. Jayshree Om. Okay, so as and when we will also learn from where it came. Okay, Lord Shiva was the one is the one who passed on this knowledge or who gave this knowledge. It from Lord Shiva, Saint Brihadrat was the next in line from whom Lord Vishwakarma learned. We will learn this in the next and upcoming slides of our lineage slides where we will know more about this. So these are Vedic procedures that are derived from the Vedas, and these remedies can never hurt or harm anyone. Okay, it may or may not work, but it may never cause any harm. So, underlying principles of Vedic Vastu, it works on the manifested energies, and these energies are universal in nature. That means the five elements that we saw, they are same everywhere. Okay, that's why they are universal in nature. And when we balance these elements, they create harmony. It focuses on the pran pratishtha of the premise, and by following the law of nature, we can align these energies to create a favorable space. Okay, in turn, it will increase our consciousness levels, and this science it deals with energies, vibrations, and frequencies. As we talked about, just by an example of the book I gave, how there are different vibrations that are carried forward and how they help you. So, this knowledge is derived from the Vedas, and these are passed on by the Sanskrit universities of our country. And even after hundreds of invasions, our scriptures till today they hold the same grace because of their deep root in truth, compassion, love, freedom, acceptance, and all those kind of positive vibrational qualities as well as the universal approach. Next slide, Deepakji. Yeah, this was the one that I was talking about. So we should learn about lineage. Why should we learn about lineage? Can someone tell me?
It's the Guru Shishya Parampara as it is written.
No laughing. It's right there on the slide. But yes, Guru Shishya Parampara, definitely. This knowledge is passed on in the form of Guru Shishya Parampara. Okay, and the first one to give out this knowledge is Lord Shiva. From Lord Shiva, Sage Parashar was the next in line. From Sage Parashar, Sage Brihadratha was the next in line. From Sage Brihadratha, Lord Vishwakarma, he learnt it and gave it to his sons Jai, Vijay, Siddharth, and Aparajit. These are four sons of Lord Vishwakarma, and he also noted it down in form of the book called Vishwakarma Prakash. That is our basic Gita. This has been translated by Dr. Jayshree Om, and this is the basic book from which we learn more of the things, and it radiates outwards. Where you can see that lot of other books that were developed along with it, like written along with it from different sages and authors and kings, they all wrote different books after that. So Lord Vishwakarma was the one who noted down this for the benefit of the world. Okay, from there, the gurus they imparted this knowledge to their shishyas, like me learning from Sunil sir, who learned from Dr. Jayshree Om, and today you are learning from me, and tomorrow you will be imparting this knowledge to other people. So this is Guru Shishya Parampara. Next slide, Deepakji. Sadashiv Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. So this verse it says that Lord Sadashiv is the beginner of the Guru Shishya Parampara. Adi Guru Shankaracharya, he is in the middle, and at the end is my Guru. It means I bow down to the lineage of all these gurus up to and including my own guru, that is Dr. Jayshree. Okay, so on 3rd July 2023 at 9:15 a.m., she was given the title of Guru by senior architect Manoj Singhal sir, and her guru was is Dr. Shiv Prasad Verma, from whom Dr. Jayshree learned and passed on this knowledge to me and me to you and so on. Next slide, Deepak ji. This is a very, very beautiful slok. This I like it. It's the very first slok of Vishwakarma, Prakash, Lord Vishwakarma's book in Vishwakarma Prakash, chapter 1, verse 1. And this is called invocation. Invocation, the Sanskrit terminology of invocation is Mangala Charan. And Mangala Charan can be broken down into two words, Mangal and Acharan. So if somebody can pitch in and say what Mangal is and what Acharan is.
I think it's to do with Ganpati ji. Whenever we start something, we have to, pray to Ganesh, Lord Ganesh, and
Yes.
he's the Mangal Karya. Whenever we start something, so we have to take his name.
Mhm.
So I don't know, maybe something related to that.
No, that is true. Smita
Yeah.
ji is also true, and Komal ji is also true. Mangal means auspicious, right? And Charan, it means the lotus feet of our Lord. So Mangal and Charan, and it can also be splitted into Mangal and Acharan, where Mangal again is auspicious, and Acharan, it means invoking the divine in us. It is a very beautiful meaning, very, very beautiful meaning. So this shlok, yes, Acharan is an act to invoke the divine within us. Thank you, Smita ji. So I would like to just read this first. Jayati Varadamurtir Mangalam Mangalanam Jayati Sakalavandhya Bharati Brahmarupa Jayati Bhuvanamata Chinmayi Moksharupa Dishatu Mama Mahesho Vangmayah Shaptarupam. So the translation goes like this, that you can read on the slide here. So can someone tell me why do we need to do Mangalacharan? See,
So
yeah,
that anything what we start, we ensure that we manage to clear all the obstacles and we have the solution to it.
true, true, true. Thank you, Smita ji and Navneet ji. Both are true. So, yes, camphor does have those qualities. So, Mangalacharan is to calm our chitta, to subdue our ego, so that we can complete whatever work we are going to take on with ease, okay, without any obstacles, just like Navneet ji said. So what happens when we calm our chitta? We bring our focus to the present moment. And once we bring our focus to the present moment, just like in coffee example ahead, the empty mug can be filled. And when we subdue our ego and surrender, the grace begins to flow very smoothly. And when grace begins to flow, obstacles can never come in between, okay? So, to complete our task with ease, we need to express our gratitude to the universe, okay? And Mangalacharan will help in offering our gratitude to the universe by calming our chitta and making us more empathetic, because a rational mind, it is, we know that it is, which is free from thoughts, and we can achieve our desired results with easiness, okay, they are easier to achieve. So in short, invocation is the one way to achieve the what is called as a maturity of the soul. This line is very beautiful, maturity of the soul, and it is written in Vastu Remedies book, and Ma has taken it from one of the authors that she likes. So before we begin any work, keeping our Guru and our God in mind, a prayer is chanted. Okay. And now I will tell you the steps that are involved. So first, we close our eyes, definitely, of course. We take a few breaths, few deep breaths, and then we begin our prayer. And after that, we can start our work with a calm and focused mind. So we here invoke Lord Ganesha so that whatever we are trying to learn today becomes obstacle free and we are focused and our chitta is calmed. We subdue our ego and surrender at his lotus feet. Okay. Next slide, Deepakji. This is a very wonderful shlok. This is taken from Sri Raj Vallabh, chapter 1, and it's verse 4. So this shloka, by this shloka, we invoke Lord Vishwakarma, and somebody wants to go ahead with reading this shloka. Oh,
I can try.
yeah, please, thank you. Yeah.
Kamba sutrambu patram vahati kartale pustakam jnana sutram hanhasa rudsthir stitri netra shubra mukut shir sarvato vriddhi kayah त्रैलोक्यम येन सृष्टम सकल सुरगृहम राजहादिस हादिर्म्यम देवे सॉरी एक सेकंड देवे सौ सूत्रधारो जगत खिल हित पातु वो विश्वकर्मा.
Good job, good job. See, you are already getting better at this. So as and when we read on Sanskrit, no, you will see that we will get better. No matter how many mistakes we make, that doesn't matter. We just need to keep on going, keep on reading Sanskrit. So this will help, and the translation is already on your screen. So as you can see, this is the iconography of Lord Vishwakarma, where white beard it represents. Can somebody tell me?
Wisdom.
Wisdom and growth. Yes. Yes, it represents the wisdom and growth. And this this shloka, Guruma always chants this shloka before entering a land, where she's going to do the Vastu, or the place where she's going to do Vastu, whether it's land, office, or an existing home. This shloka can be chanted, and you can invoke Lord Vishwakarma by this. You can be grateful and you can tell him to help you on your on whatever Vastu that you're going to do that site. Okay. So Guruma always says, smile, relax, breathe, invoke, and then commence. Okay. So smiling, it opens our heart chakra. Invocation relaxes our mind and calms our energies. So we can focus on whatever work we are taking on, and then we can begin our work, and we can invoke Lord Vishwakarma and tell him to help us also. Okay. Next slide. So Vastu Shastra is for whom? So it is designed for the people who are living in Grihastha because all the people are dependent on them. What are the 4 different ashrams? Can somebody tell me what are the 4 different ashrams? What do you mean by Grihastha?
Families, the people who are in the families.
That's right. The people who are in the family life, they have selected Grihastha. The 4 different ashrams are there. Yeah. Yes, Mitaji, Grihastha. Yes. Thank you. So, there is a set of things that you follow by which you can make this Grihastha that you are living in, the life that you are living in the Grihastha is dependent on this 4 different models, that is Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. After fulfilling this criteria, we can go towards our own liberation. Okay, that is the Moksha. So how to do this well? To do this well, you will need a space that is well aligned with the cosmic energies, and it is in harmony with all the 5 elements. Okay, so why we should do Vastu? So we will have a space that will be well aligned with the energies and will be in harmony with the 5 elements. Okay, so we can achieve our Dharma, Artha, Kama, and we can achieve after fulfilling all these responsibilities. We can go towards our liberation. That is the moksha, where dharma is righteousness, Artha is the money that you earn by the hard work that you do. Kama is the desires that they can fulfill after you have earned rightfully. And moksha is the liberation. Okay, so Vishwakarma, Lord Vishwakarma, he in very first chapter, this is taken from Lord Vishwakarma Prakash's, Vishwakarma's book, chapter 1, verse number 2. It is very clearly written. Okay, so Vastu Shastra is for the people who are in the Grihastha ashrams. So they can fulfill all these 4 different criteria that we talked about, which will lead to their liberation. The ultimate goal is liberation. Purpose of Vastu scriptures. See, this was what I was meaning for the benefit of the world. I was repeating this line multiple times because this is the base. No matter whatever religion you see, whatever sages, whosoever, even the modern sages in today's world, if you see, they all, after doing lot of work and after giving to the world, they are always behind this one thing. Okay, Lokanam Hitakamyam. That means it is for the benefit of the world, and everybody should strive to do this. Ever in your own little sense, you can contribute towards the world. Okay, it doesn't have to be something big or something like that. Small things, small steps. So Lord Vishwakarma in Vishwakarma Prakash chapter 1, he clearly states that this scripture he has recited or written down for the benefit of the world. And by practicing this, it brings us closer to God. Okay. By practicing Vedic Vastu, we can convert a space into a yantra. Okay. What does a yantra? What do you mean by a yantra? Sorry. What do you mean by a yantra?
Yantra means some scientific or some type of diagram or something which connects us with the higher consciousness.
Mm-hmm. And a scientific diagram, geometrical diagram, okay? It's a
Yeah.
geometrical design, yeah, which facilitates attunement to a higher frequency, okay? It can connect us to a higher frequency. So once it's aligned, our goals become more easier to achieve, and it will it will fast pace our path, okay? So this is how, by practicing Vedic Vastu, we can convert any space that is more Reiki Grandmaster. Okay. Hello, Smita ji. Thank you for telling us that. Thank you for sharing. So, this is how we can convert the space by practicing Vedic Vastu into a yantra that can connect us to this harmony, to this cosmic energies that are present in the universe. Next slide, Deepak ji. So this was what I was talking about, the 4 Purushars: Dharma, Artha, Kam, and Moksha. So Lord Vishwakarma in Vishwakarma Prakash chapter 1 verse 5, he clearly states that the people living in Grihastha ashram needs Vedic Vastu to help them to achieve these 4 Purusharthas, okay? And Vastu aligned spaces will really help us in our dharma and to earn the money by dharma and to fulfill our desires from the artha that we are earning, so that we can go towards our liberation, because everything done as per the scriptures will help us to be more righteous and will lead to a good path instead of wavering or getting distracted to other paths. That's why our path to moksha will become more accessible. Next slide, Deepati. So what is the aim of Vastu scriptures? As the slide says, the aim of Vastu scripture is to design a space that will align with the earth and cosmic energies, and that can connect you and do miracles, okay? Because once you will start putting on the remedies or aligning your space with those cosmic energies, it will be felt, okay? You will be able to feel the difference. You would want to live in a space that is more loving, I'm sorry, harmonious for all the habitats that are around. I have to take a small water break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so remember things like natural disasters and karmic influences, they cannot still be starved off, okay? Nobody can fight them. You have to face them. Whatever karmic influences that are there, or the natural disasters, we cannot do anything against them. The disasters especially. Aligned spaces will help us achieve our goals and create a blissful state of mind. You can go on loading the next step, Sudipuji. Yeah, thank you. So good example of these are our temples and monuments, which were constructed way back, okay, and still they are still standing after a lot of invasions, time, weather, all of those, they are still standing there. So it's a very good example of that. And the Vastu of these places has also been described by Guruma very beautifully in her pink book, the architecture principle book. If you want to see, they have the thermal diagrams of our temples also. Next slide, Deepaji. Yes, so what is the aim of Dr. Jayshree's course? Guruma is always like DIY. She's all about DIY, okay? Do it yourself. Be your own master, be your own guru, and discover your own truth. That's why she has designed such courses by which we can learn and we can practice this Vedic Vastu ourselves, okay? We don't have to be dependent on anybody else. We can learn it ourselves and we can implement this ourselves as designed and intended by our sages, okay? No twist by modern Vastu Pandits, okay? And ultimately, by with the help of that, we can discover our own truth, because after all, we are all souls of our own unique journey, right? We are all souls on our own unique journey. So discovering our own truth is very important, okay? Heyam Dukham Anagatam. This is from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. This we already covered before. Yeah. Yes. So this is the highlight of today's course. What's the history, how it came to existence, and how Vedic Vastu came into existence, how Vastu Purush came into existence. We will cover it with our few slides from here on. So, history is very important because it helps us have the faith, and it imparts after knowing its roots or origins, right? Whatever it is, when you know where it came from, it will help you to trust the process, trust the source, etc., and trust the people who are doing it. So, let's see the history of Vedic Vastu. So, there are two different versions of the stories, and in which Lord Shiva, while fighting a demon called Antkasura, next slide, he kind of in the battle, a sweat was formed and it dropped, and a monster was created in that place. Okay, that monster was called Mahabhuta. Yeah, next slide, Deepaji. Yeah. So when this Mahabhuta was born, he terrified all the gods and demons, and he was the one who was creating a havoc all around. So gods, they were very scared, and they all went to Lord Brahma. Next slide, Deepaji. So they all went to Lord Brahma and prayed to Lord Brahma. So it is also said that whenever we are in difficulty, we should always approach to a person who is wiser than us, who can guide us in such difficult situations. So in case of gods, it was Lord Brahma, because he being the creator, Mahabhut was also created by the battle between the gods, between Lord Shiva and the Mahabhuta and the Andhakasura. So they all went to Lord Brahma and asked him what can they do about this. So Brahmaji, he suggested to all gods and demons to put the Mahabhuta down on the earth, pin him down and sit on him. Okay. So face down. He was pinned face down on the earth. And all these devtas, as you can see here on your screen, this is a Vastu Purush Mandala diagram on which the Mahabhuta is placed or pinned down on the earth, face down, and all these gods are sitting on him at different positions of his body. So 33 devtas. There are 33 devtas sitting on him, and they have 12 asuras. So together, the devtas and asuras together, they have 45 devtas. So this is how it came into existence. 33 koti means 33 different types of devtas, in which there are 12 adityas, that is sun related gods, 11 rudras, that are Shiv related gods, 8 vasus, and 2 of them are the Ashwini Kumars. So devtas and the asuras together, they pinned this Mahabhuta and they sat on different body parts, as you can see here. That created the mandala, the Vastu Purush mandala. You can go on loading, yeah. So even the Yaksha Kuber, Lord Kuber is also here. You can see him there in the diagram. So this Mahabhuta then went to Brahmaji and said that, what is my fault? Why are these gods and demons harassing me in such way? Okay, please help me. So you are the creator and you can help me. So Lord Brahma gave him a boon. He said that, okay, since Lord Sadashiv so created you and you are formed that way, I will change your name from Mahabhuta to Vastu Purusha. And Brahmaji warned him that whosoever performs Vastu Shanti Havan will live in peace and harmony. So, and your food will be provided from there. Okay. So the third day of these things, they mention how Vastu Purusha was born and when Vastu Purusha was born. So the story I told you just right now, it says how he was born, how he came into existence. So the day was the third day of the Tej. It was Bhadrapadaman. It was Krishna Paksha, Shanivar or Saturday. It was Kritika Nakshatra, Vyatipata Yog, Vishtikarn, and Treta Yuga. So in Satyuga, Vastu Purusha was not there. Why he was not there, we will see in the slides we will see in the slides ahead. Next slide, Deepakji. So from this story, there are a lot of secrets that are revealed. That is, scriptures, they never tell us anything directly. Okay, if you read a particular scripture, a particular shloka will be, or a particular story will be in one scripture here, and it can be linked to a particular thing or particular verse or story in a next scripture or other scripture. Okay, so it's like a necklace of pearls that has been broken down, and one pearl is here in the scripture, one pearl is there in the other scripture. Then you have to gather all those pearl and create a necklace out of it and create a beautiful thing out of this. So this is what Dr. Jayshree does. She reads different scriptures and she is really, really very good at connecting all those different pearls and creating a mala out of it. She is very good at connecting those dots. And that's why her books are really very important when it comes to Vedic Vastu, because those are from her experience and her reading. And we believe me, we cannot go and read these many scriptures in life, imparting this many hours. So her books kind of helps us because they act as guide on this Vedic Vastu mission. So you can enjoy the beauty of the necklace, okay, instead of connecting the dots. If you are good at it, go ahead, that's okay. But yeah, if you're like me, you can read the books and learn whatever she has written. So, scriptures, they will never tell us anything directly. There are chances of misuse, and hence we need to decode the stories. See, that is what Ma is good at, decoding the stories, connecting the dots, and pulling the remedies out of it. Okay. So, we have to pull the remedies out of the scriptures. So, that's what Guru Ma is good at. You can go on loading. Yeah, so prayers are very powerful, no matter whosoever prays, whether it is demon, whether it is God, or whether it is humans. All the prayers are answered. They are very powerful. Sooner or later, they are answered. Okay. So just like in Samudra Manthan, how Lakshmi ji was born, there were a lot of things that we were able to obtain from the Samudra Manthana, like the elephant curd Airavat, the Kumbh, the Amrit. even moon, different Aushadhis, Dhanvantri Dev, Lakshmi Maha, etc. And all these were obtained from Samudra Manthan. So I remember when I was doing Bhadra course with Guruma, she had explained a very beautiful terminology for Ma Lakshmi, where Laksh, see, she said where Laksh is goal, is for goal. Okay, Laksh means goal, and me means to reach that goal. So the way we achieve my Lakshmi, what is the way? The hard work. The hard work, the manthan. It is the way to achieve Ma Lakshmi. So Ma Lakshmi, she never judges right or wrong, but she goes to the one who works hard. Okay, who works that way. Everything happens at right time. So Muhurat is also very important. And Saturdays are good for Vastu Shanti Havan. We will see about that in later slides. So as you can see here, this is a graph of different yugas. The Satyuga, Tretayuga, Dwapar and Kali Yuga. Okay, so Vastu was not present in Satyuga because consciousness level was very high in the people in that yuga. While the consciousness level, as you can see in the graph, is declining, and in Kali Yuga you can see it is very less. Okay, that's why Vastu, Vedic Vastu comes to our rescue. And that's why it is very important to create that kind of space which can align with those kind of energies that can help in our path of achieving the four Purushas. Because our consciousness is very less, we need that kind of space to elevate ourselves, okay? And that's why it is very important to learn through these kind of sources and courses so that we can learn and we can also uplift the people around us, okay? Because there is a thing called collective consciousness, okay? This works where when we uplift ourselves and we try to hold hands to of others that are around us and we uplift all of them together with us, okay? Then only we can rise up. Then only a different world can be created. Next slide, Deepakji. Yeah. So these are the three gunas that we all know, Sattva gun, Rajas gun, and Tamas gun, where Sattva is the level of consciousness or pure knowledge, Rajas is desires, and Tamas is greed. So all these three different gunas have to be in balance with each other. Okay, you cannot have just one guna very high, another guna very less. So, for example, if I have to say, if you have if Rajas is very low, okay, then satisfaction is very high and tamas being greed. So we want all these gunas to be in balance to lead a very good life, okay? And reading scriptures is a way to increase our consciousness so that the sattva guna is also increases. And doshas will affect less to such person because Guruma always says that whenever we read our scriptures, it will help in increasing our consciousness. And a person with an increased consciousness, that dosha will affect that kind of person less. So she always gives example of Om Swamiji's ashram. She says that since he has risen to a level, the consciousness of Om Swamiji is such high that Vastu dosha doesn't affect him. And I also like to point out my Guruma's example here because she reads and practices Vedic Vastu every single day, okay? And that's why her consciousness level is also so very high that Vastu doshas doesn't affect her also, okay? So even today, she recites Mangalacharan. She reads the scriptures like Rajvallabh Omen's chapter whenever before going to a site. She has also trained us, Deepak ji, me, Nehal ji. We are all trained under her. She also tells us to first do Mangalacharan, to invoke Lord Vishwakarma, and to read Omen's chapter. So we are from Rajvallabh. So we are able to see the different domains before going to a site and we can interpret them clearly and kind of helps our work. Okay. So in short, reading scriptures, it increases our level of consciousness so that the doshas affect less. And Lord Vishwakarma also supports this. Scriptural Vastu is of three types. The Sthir, Char, and the Nitya Vastu, where Sthir is the fixed Vastu, Char is the movable Vastu, and Nitya is the daily Vastu. again, I would like to point out that Peetham is the best book to learn about all these three different vastus and what kind of things that you can do that can help you with the char and the nitya daily and the movable vastu. Okay, and if you are fortunate enough that you are constructing a place from scratch, that is from the land itself, then you can also go on for the fixed or sthir vastu. And there are different remedies that also can be done in an existing home. That's why Peetham is for existing homes and offices. I'm sorry. Yeah. So in fixed Vastu or Sthir Vastu, Vastu Purusha's head is always in the northeast direction. So as I said that if you are constructing from scratch from the land, piece of land upwards, then Sthir or fixed Vastu can be applied and you can do a lot of things before constructing the place. Okay. The Char or movable Vastu is where Vastu Purush moves every 3 months from east direction, and this is applied to the muhurats or the movable furniture that's in your home, so that you can have a change in your existing pattern. And this can also bring about a sacred discomfort. That's what Guruma uses the word, the sacred discomfort, to your brain. Okay, your brain will have a sacred discomfort where the existing pattern changes to a new pattern, and it gives rise to the new neural connections, okay, in your brain, and that can help you. That's why char and movable vastu is also very good. And the last one is the daily Vastu. The circle completes every 24 hours, and daily Vastu is for Chogadia, mantra chanting, gochar, and travels. And you can implement daily Vastu in your life by making small and little changes that you do it daily. Okay, and this is best exemplified in the Peetham book. You can read in it and you can see what kind of daily things that you can do that can bring about this change in your life and around you. Next slide, Deepakji. Now we will see what kind of Vastu defects are mentioned in Vishwakarma Prakash. So, lightning strike, fire accident, state of grave wear and tear, a place where snakes, scorpions, or owls live, crows staying for 7 nights or more, habitat of deers, unusual noise from pet animals like cow, dogs, and cats, horses and elephants making unusual noises and screams, arguments of women, pigeons resident, a honeycomb, bad dreams, etc. These are all the symptoms of the Vastu dosha. Okay, so these are the things that are listed in Vishwakarma Prakash. Chapter 1, it is in verse number 22, 23, and 21, 22, and 23. So if you're having a lot of bad dreams, or if there is a honeycomb, or as for me, I had this vast nest in my mailbox, beneath my mailbox. So it's also kind of a Vastu dosha that can be seen clearly. Okay, these are some of the examples that can be seen clearly, through which you can say that okay, your site, wherever you're staying, or your office or your place is having vastu defects. So a land which is struck by lightning, or a site which is struck by lightning, or whether there is a fire accident. Okay, fire accident, I remember that when I consulted Guruma for Vastu of my home, there was this fire accident that happened near my temple one day. Okay, after doing Adhigrahan Vidhi, she recommended Adhigrahan, and it was done as per guidance of my Guruma. And after that, we saw that there was a small temple fire. So that by doing that Adhigrahan, lot of things started to come out. Okay, lot of different things, and we started to solve one Vastu dosha, next would come, we started to solve that, next would come, and we were able to, the Vastu doshas, they came to the surface. Okay, they were there, but I didn't knew of it before consulting and doing Adhigrahan. After consulting her and doing Adhigrahan, this all kind of started surfacing. And one by one, we kept on solving and we kept on solving. And then we could see that, okay, this kind of changes have come. And this kind of changes we could see. And it's still happening. Okay. We still solve, we still see a lot of changes that are happening around us. So Adhigrahan is a very good thing, and Adhigrahan is also mentioned stepwise in her book Vastu Remedies. You can see from there, and that is the very first thing that Guruma did when I contacted her for Vastu of my home. So, state of grave wear and tear. So, this was also there in my case. My basement wall, it was having two huge cracks. Okay, we didn't knew about this, and after we did Adhigrahan, one day I saw that there was a mold on one of the wall. Okay, so we opened up a patch and we saw that there's a crack. So our contractor said that you need to open up the whole wall and see if the wall is having cracks at other places also. And we did that and we saw that there was this two very huge cracks, okay, on the basement wall, which we would not have seen before. We had not seen before. And we saw it right in time because my home warranty was also expiring within few months, okay. And then we saw it on time, we repaired it, and all was taken care by insurance. Okay, so that way we also saved a lot of dollars on it, well, thousands of dollars, I should say. So Guruma also saved me money, I should say there. And yeah, the Vastu dosha was also taken care of. It surfaced and we took care of it. So this was just a small examples that I saw after doing Adhigrahan Vidhi at my home after consulting Guru Ma'am, and how we took care of it. So that this kind of these stories and the small examples will help you that yes, these things are there in reality and they are happening, and they happen behind the scenes and we don't know because we are not aware of them. So again, heyam dukha manakatam. So as and when we get aware, we get solving one by one, and we can see that how harmony returns in our life. Okay, a place where snakes, scorpions, and owls live. Definitely, you don't want snakes or scorpions around your house. Crows, habitats of deers, unusual noises, arguments of women. This a couple of cases that came to me after doing Jaya. The I had seen this case where there is arguments of women. Lot of the arguments between women were there in those kind of cases. So I can say that yes, Vastu defect is also there since it's listed in the scriptures itself. Okay, so pigeons residence. This one was also a big one in case of my relative. Okay, he got his lungs damaged by 20% because there was this pigeons residence around his house, and doctor said that because of the poop from pigeons and the pigeon feathers, the viruses were created there, and he was breathing in that kind of air, his lungs got affected. So definitely it's also scientific, it is related to health, and it is also listed in our scriptures as one of the Vastu defects. So these things are real, and they are affecting your health, and they are related to Vastu. So if you are aware of this, you can change them, and there are remedies to change them also, and these are real Vastu doshas. Okay, next slide, Deepak ji. So what can you do about these is you can perform Vasu Shanti Havan. Of course, if there is, in my case, the vast nest, we removed it, the wall, we mended it, the fire that was taken, that happened near the temple, it led me to, purpose of my life, I should say. Yes, because Guru Ma, after talking to her, no, she initiated in Temple Vastu. She initiated me in Temple Vastu. So Temple Vastu is what Vedic Vastu Living also offers, and you can see that by going or logging on to her site vedicvastuliving.com. And yeah, because temple is the basic energy or powerhouse of your place. Okay, so lot of the energy, it radiates outwards from your temple into your space, whether it's your own soul, your own body, people living with you, or your home or office. Okay, temple is the most important thing, and Vastu of the temple is really important. That will kind of bring about a different kind of change than you can see before or after placing your remedies. So temple Vastu is a whole different thing, and Vedic Vastu living also offers it. So 3 levels of mind. Somebody wants to read these?
Can I try?
No, go ahead, please, Vaishali ji.
Yeah, Uddaredatmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Yatmano Bandhuratmaiva Ripuratmanaha.
Very, very good, very good. Because this is a tongue twister. Believe me, Vaishali ji, you did really well on that one. Kudos to you. It was a tongue twister. Yes. So this
Thank
is
you.
the this is the words from Bhagavad Gita. And what does it mean is you elevate yourself through the power of your mind and not degrade yourself. For the mind can be the friend and also enemy of the self. See, this one is my favorite one, okay? Because what can you do when mind is in your control? जब आप अपने मन के अधीन नहीं होते और जब मन आपके अधीन होता है, तो trust me, you can really do a lot of things, okay? A lot of things. And mind is where the thoughts are created, okay? Where in Sanskrit we all in Hindi also we call it man or mind. It is where the thoughts are created. Intellect is what analyzes these thoughts and decides. It is called buddhi. Chitta. What is chitta? That is when we get attached to the object or person. That is called chitta. Ego is when it identifies with the bodily identifications and becomes proud of the things like wealth, status, beauty, learning, etc. We call it ahankar or ego. रावण में भर भर के था, हम में भी होगा है. So how can we change this? Is changing our mind, training our mind. Okay, by training our mind, by reading scriptures, we can train our
Sorry,
mind.
when we say that, we tame the monkey mind, we say that we have to tame our mind. It's all in the mind. Everything is our mind.
That's right, that's right. So everything is in the mind. So how to train your monkey mind is, if you think about, if I tell you that, okay, don't think about dogs. How many people just thought about dogs? One is barking right outside my house. Okay. So if we tell our mind not to think about dogs, you will see that 90% of the people would have thought about dogs right now. So this is the way that if we try to force our mind not to think about a certain thing, then our mind will retaliate. I mean, rebel. It will start on rebelling and it will go on in that direction, thinking about that thing that you don't want to think. So how to tame our mind is reading scriptures, because that will help us by increasing our consciousness level, and in turn we will see that our mind is getting calmer, our chitta is getting clearer. Clarity will come when we read scriptures. So that kind of clarity will guide us and will guide our ego. When we surrender to the divine, the grace will follow. So that will calm down our chitta, our ego will calm down, and our intellect will rise, our consciousness will rise. And that intellect in turn will tame our mind and will tell us that this is right, this is wrong. It's always about, want and needs. You would want a thing, but you would not need a thing. See, that's the thing. Want and need. Want versus need. And you can differentiate this only when your intellect will start telling you and start directing you towards a right path. Okay. And this can be achieved only when you tame your mind. Because only when you tame your mind, only when you surrender, and grace will flow, which will regulate your ego, and mind will open up, intellect will open up, and that can guide you towards the right path. Okay. So that is how you tame your mind, by reading scriptures. One of the ways. Okay. So this is, you can load the complete slide. Thank you, Deepak ji. So Deepak ji is also one of the person at Vedic Vastu Living. Today he is helping us with our slides, but he has many different roles at Vedic Vastu Living. He is also Guru Ma's student, and is taking care of a lot of stuff at Vedic Vastu Living. So thank you, Deepak ji. Thank you for helping me with the slides today.
No worries, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah. If you feel that I am going too fast, you can tell me to slow down or something, okay? So, and if the pace is all right, I'll continue. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
all good, all good. Yeah.
All good. Okay. Okay. So, this is the example from the famous person called Sigmund Freud. And this is his theory where he says that this is the analogy model where he says he compares the mind to an iceberg in a sea. Okay, so he says that everybody knows that whatever iceberg that we are seeing in the ocean, the top portion of what we are seeing is just a small portion of the whole iceberg. Okay, a lot of the iceberg is under the sea. So this is what happened in case of Titanic also, right? When it crashed with the iceberg, that it was a very small one that would have seen. They were not able to avoid it and they crashed. So iceberg is seen, but it is very small in in the top, but there is a lot more inside the water. Same is with the mind, our conscious mind, that is what we can feel. It's right, the small portion of what is accessible to us. A lot of it is preconscious and the unconscious mind. Okay, so if I want to put it in a simple way, then I would say that our rishis, they have already pointed this example in our scriptures. Okay, so they have divided our mind into three different things, three different states. Okay, states, I should say, the three different avasthas or states. The first one would be jagrut avastha, that is our conscious mind. The second would be swapna avastha, the dreamy state, that is our preconscious mind. And the third would be the turiya avastha, that is our unconscious mind. Sorry, I have to take a water break. I'm sorry. So, if we compare to the example of fraud here, then the above portion, the iceberg that is in the above portion of the water, it's just like our Jagrat Avastha, where mind interacts with outside world and our senses. While the between the preconscious mind, it's just like the Swapna Avastha, that is the Smriti, the memory, and the memory that is stored in our Chitta. So these memories, they rise up only when they are triggered. Okay, the unconscious mind, that can be compared with the Turiya Avastha, that is deep inside the water, where it is linked to our Karan Sharir. This is a little bit deeper thing, but know that it's also in our scriptures. Before the scientist and everybody of the modern world pointed it out, this everything is in there in our scriptures, where our sages have seen and experienced this thing and noted them down. It's only the thing that modern people like us, we do not know that, since we do not read enough scriptures. Okay, so this is when Guruma comes to our rescue and she points out and she connects the dots and she explains us. Okay, so if I want to explain you this model, uh, let me give you a very small and common example. Okay, so my sister, she is still afraid of dark. Why? Because when she was very small, no, what happened was one day she was sleepwalking, and she kind of bounced into a wall. I mean, slammed into a wall and hurt her forehead, and there were stitches. Okay, so still today she is very scared of darkness. Okay, and looking at her case, I was also very young at that time, so I am also scared of darkness right now. Because I saw what happened to her, that has still stayed with me, okay? In my memory. It has been stored in my memory, and now it is accessed whenever it is dark outside. So what I do is, every corner of my of my house is lighted up with sensory lights that turn on during the dark, okay? So that way none of the corner in my house is dark at night. Whenever it becomes dark, it gets turned on. So this memory is there in you, and it will be triggered, it will come out when it is triggered. So now what happens is that we know that this kind of fear arose because that kind of memory is there in our subconscious mind. It comes to the conscious mind only when it is triggered. Okay, so I hope it explains a little. Does it?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what I wanted to point out was our rishis or our sages, they were very brilliant. Okay, when we think that science is progressing, but we do not see in our scriptures. This is already there. This is just a small example. As and when you read your scriptures, you will know, okay, this kind of thing is already there. You know, how come scientists are saying this right now? These are already there in our scriptures from way back there. Okay, lot of examples you will find in our scriptures that are like this. So scriptures will help us improving our fears and purifying our chit shakti so that we can face our fears with more courage and we can react differently. Okay, that's why scripture reading is also very important. Next slide, Deepak ji. Somebody wants to read this line? These are all the four Vedas that we talked about. This line. No? ऋग्यजुः सामर्थ्यवाक्यान् वेदान् पूर्वादिभिर्मुखे. Brahma brought out the four Vedas. They were called Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, and Atharva Veda. From his mouth that were facing east, south, west, and north, respectively. See, this is given in a very small slide here, but this will be taught in detail in Bhadra course. Okay, so I will not elaborate a lot on this one. It is just so that we know that, okay, Bhagavad Mahapuran says that Lord Brahmaji faced different directions, and these were the four Vedas that arose from his mouth. Okay. Next slide, Deepakji. And this became the four different cardinal directions that we know in Vastu: east, south, west, and north. It's always east, south, west, and north. Okay. Clockwise. East, south, west, north. So what I realized is that for a better understanding of three different types of Vastu, Pitham is the best book that you can read and you can implement easily from that book. You know, you can also log on to Vedic Vastu Living and vedicvastuliving.com and see a lot of different remedies are already there, which you can implement by reading Pitham in your space. So our day one, it ends here. Day two, tomorrow we will continue with different remedies that Guruma has designed, and we will be learning and unraveling the mystery of I, J, and K. We will also see that how implementing this I, J, K in our daily life and in whatever remedies that we are doing, how we can bring on the transformation. What is this I, J, K and how it is linked with the divine? All these things we will be able to see in tomorrow's session. And tomorrow's session, I would just like to say that it might be a little bit, it might take a little bit more time than today. Today's session, I tried to, make it small, sweet, and a little bit more easy to understand. Tomorrow's session, there are 15 remedies that Guruma has designed for us to discuss, and we may take a little bit more time. So this was it for today. Any questions now? Deepakji, we can take, or any discussions
Yep.
that people want to do.
Any questions, team? First of all, thank you very much for patiently listening and giving a lot of and congrats to those who are all able to read and give comments. Amazing. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for that cooperation.
and
Yeah.
people reading Sanskrit, that's
Yeah.
the most amazing thing. I mean, I really
It's
appreciate
so
you all
difficult for
reading
me when I
Sanskrit.
saw when she was showing the slides, I thought she wasn't going to ask me to read.
No,
Yeah,
anybody can pitch in for that
yeah,
matter, and it was so nice hearing people reading Sanskrit. I love
yeah.
it when we connect with our scriptures like that.
Yeah. So there's a question from Vikramji. We dodged Dr. Jayshree, whom would be giving the knowledge. So how was it going to be on the further modules?
I'm remembering my school days when we are reading the Sanskrit verses here. So it's really beautiful revisiting those or reliving school days, I will say.
That's right, that's right. And see, that's the question. That what happens with all of us, right? When in doing things in the life, we forget what the basic important thing is, and we start getting engrossed in those things, and we leave what is important. So let us bring that what is important back in our lives, along with whatever we are doing, so we can rise.
Yeah. Uh, there's one question from Vikramji.
Hanji. I
Yeah,
was looking at that. Sorry, yes.
yeah.
So he was saying that he was kind of hoping that Dr. Jayshree Om would be giving the knowledge herself. And see, Dr. Jayshree Om has conducted this courses herself. And whenever she does it one time and then she's done. And then she readies us, that is her students, and then we take uh, her baton from there on, the jargon or the light, whatever you are saying, you can say that. And she has done Nanda herself. She has done Bhadra. We were there in her Bhadra course as well, right, Deepakji?
I
We
wasn't there, but you are
Hmm.
lucky. Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
Me and
yes.
Nehalji, we
Yeah.
were there in Bhadra, and in Jaya, me, Nehalji, you all were there. So this was how Dr. Jayshree Om rolls. Okay, she takes a course only once, and then she's done. She trains her students, and then they take it from there on. So Bhadra, Nanda, and Jaya. She has taken all of them once, and she will be not taking them anymore. We students will be taking them. And Purna is the course
Purna,
that
yeah,
she has not taken any time. So if you are keen, Vikramji, on learning from her, then I would suggest that you go through all her three courses. And whenever she takes Purna, please do join us, and you can learn
yeah.
from her.
So that's why we are all looking up to, sir.
Oh
So,
my gosh, we are
so,
really waiting. We
so
are
we
waiting.
just reached that place. Yeah.
Yeah, we are waiting to reach that level so she can say, okay, come on, now we start Purna. Yeah, so
But
yeah,
every questions that you ask, if there's anything that is still not clarified, you need more details, please. I mean, we have mechanism to reach out to her for more details or anything. So it's not that,
definitely.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not that you are totally cut off from her. And as Dhaniji mentioned about lineage, it's the blessing she said, the blessings are always there for all the students who's joining her.
that's what
Yeah.
I started the session with, right? That I hope and I pray that the way she transformed our lives, her grace and her wisdom flows to yours too.
Ma'am, I have a question. In the
Yes.
YouTube, on the YouTube, there are a lot of practitioners who says the Purus Mandala is in a square shape or rectangular shape. So please follow this, not to who use chakras. And there is a contradictory between these two methods.
See, what I tell you, what I would like to point it out to you that Guruma that's why designed Peetham like that. She always says that if you are building from scratch, then only those kind of things will help you. But if you are doing Vastu of existing spaces, Peetham is the best. This is the 9 grid Padvinyas. It is called Peetham, 9 grid Padvinyas. This is the only thing that you need to implement. And Vastu is best when it is simplified. That's what she says. Read this book, sir. Bring this book and read it, and you will know yourself why she says that. And
Ma'am,
I told you that we have to unlearn to learn. We have to unlearn what is being taught in the internet universities to learn the true things that are directly written in the Vedas. that are in our scriptures.
Also, I was just reading this book, Peetham, like just, just having a look at it. So there is this thing called Manjusha. So if you
Mhm,
want, I can ask it tomorrow also about the remedies.
mhm, mhm.
So it's something about the, so I'll
See,
speak
Guru Ma always says that Manjusha is not a remedy. It is the thing,
the
the
thing. Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it is the
Okay.
thing. And the Guru Ma, she has said this to put this Manjushas to make them
Hmm.
to
And I
have a
saw that,
Manjusha.
it's there. Manjusha is there in your website also. In the website,
That's right. That's
yeah.
right. It is a DIY also. You can make
Mm-hmm.
it yourself and place it.
Hmm.
But believe me, the one that is made by her, the one that
That
carries
is
her
what.
energy.
But what if I have a glitch, like, like I've read that it has to be put in inside the, like, inside the Brahmsthan. But what if we can't dig the Brahmsthan? If is there a solution that we can keep it somewhere at the corner or something? Okay. Okay. So
There are remedies, but you have
okay.
to consult. You have to
Okay.
consult
Okay.
and bring her books. See, this is
Yeah,
the
I
easiest.
have got the
Yeah,
Peter. I have this
yeah.
one also. Yeah.
Because this explains what is in the manjusha, what
Mm-hmm.
different ingredients are there.
Hmm.
This one has a mantra on manjusha that you need to chant while
Chant.
preparing. Yeah, while preparing the manjusha and while placing the manjusha, before placing the manjusha. So yes, her books are very helpful in that. And manjusha is given in lot of scriptures.
Right.
Especially, I would say Vishwakarma Prakash, see,
Yes.
this is the thing.
Yes.
This is the mantra that is given there. So
Okay.
bring her books, you can
Hmm.
DIY, but I would still recommend one that is made from her because that
Okay.
her
So
that
one
has
that is
her
made from her, we can put it in any of the corners of the house, right? Or you,
main thing will be Brahmastan of your home,
right?
but
What if
but
that's not?
yeah, but
What if
see
it's
this
not possible?
this is that you have to consult, no,
Yeah,
that
I
you
was
have to
Okay.
about to
consult.
say.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Done. Done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because see, you have to understand this is just a beginner course.
Sure.
And
No
to
issues. Yeah.
learn
That is
more,
why I wanted
yeah,
to clarify. I said, yeah.
yeah, to learn more about Manjushas, you will have to go to either higher courses A or B,
Mm-hmm.
you have to consult, So
So
that's
how can
way.
I go about the consultation? I have no idea, like how consultation.
Log in to our website, no,
Okay. Acha, it's there.
www.vedicliving.com. There
Okay.
are
It's there.
different kind of plans. You can see
So,
that
Or
and
you
you
can
can see
reach out to
whatever.
me also, Komalji, no
Yeah,
problem.
Deepak ji. Yeah,
You
the
can reach out to me, I can guide you.
website has his number,
where?
website has his number.
Acha. All right. Done. I'll do that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem.
Sorry,
Sir,
there are two things.
hello.
I think Ravikant ji wanted to speak, ask in Hindi. Please, Ravikant ji, बोले no problem. मेरा हिंदी इतना ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन ध्वनि जी क्लैरिफाई कर सकती है.
सर मैम मुझे ये जानना था कि जैसे कि आजकल क्या है कि दो जो है वास्तु में दो तरह की प्रैक्टिसेस हो रही हैं। एक तो चक्रा यूज कर रहे हैं जो, और दूसरा है कि जो हमारा वैदिक वो कह रहे हैं कि वैदिक के अंदर है ना, जो वास्तु पुरुष है वो स्क्वायर उसमें है, मतलब रेक्टेंगुलर शेप में है, तो उसी हिसाब से हमें देवताओं को बिठाना चाहिए। तो आप वास्तु चक्रा क्यों कर रहे हैं? अगर हम वो वास्तु चक्रा को कर रहे हैं तो फिर वो कह रहे हैं कि वास्तु चक्रा वाले कह रहे हैं कि आप है ना इसको मतलब रेक्टेंगुलर शेप की जब हम इसको डिग्री निकालेंगे तो वो डिग्री पूर्ण रूप से कोने में ना आके वो थोड़ा शिफ्ट होता है। जब 90 डिग्रीज का हम या 45 डिग्री का एंगल निकालते हैं, तो इस चीज में हमें किस चीज को फॉलो करना चाहिए कि जैसे कि हम चक्रास को लेके चलें या फिर वास्तु पुरुष का जो एक्चुअल जो डायग्राम है उसको लेके हम फॉलो करें, तो वो चीज मतलब थोड़ा आजकल बहुत ज्यादा यूट्यूब पे चला हुआ है, तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए।
Deepak ji, what is he saying is that should we follow the Gola Chakra or should we follow the Vastu Purush diagram?
यस
And
मैम।
if we follow that, there is a difference between the degrees that are being calculated that way.
Yeah, I would say, Ravikant ji, if you want to follow rectangular shape, if you're doing a new house, then you can really follow that. और विदिशा प्लॉट नहीं है, विदिशा मतलब है आपका एग्जैक्ट नॉर्थ नॉर्थ अलाइंड है. आप अपार्टमेंट में देखो तो रेक्टेंगल कभी भी नहीं मिलता आपको. कैसे
Hmm.
करेंगे, है ना? तो उस टाइम गोला चक्र ही काम आएंगे आपको, है ना? सो वो एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड होगा, लेकिन आप नया घर कर रहे हैं तो आपको प्रॉपर रेक्टेंगल या प्रॉपर आया के हिसाब से आप कर सकते हैं.
विन्यास करके कर सकते हैं 81 ग्रेड का भी होता
ऐसा
है।
नहीं है कि ये नहीं, ये ठीक नहीं है, ये करेक्ट है, ये गलत है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
जो ऑलरेडी मकान कंस्ट्रक्टेड है तो उसमें हम कंपास का यूज करें, और
हाँ हाँ, लेकिन
अदरवाइज
वो
इफ
करेक्ट शेप है तो, है ना।
if correct is in the correct square shape,
स्क्वायर
then
शेप में
we
तो कर
use.
सकते हैं। हाँ,
Okay.
लेकिन इसलिए दनी जी बोल रहे थे कि आप
एग्जिस्टिंग
9 बाय 9
स्पेसेस
घर दो, वही काफ़ी है।
वही
अब
काफी है,
व्यवस्था
यू
सब
डोंट
कुछ करने के
नीड
लिए
इट।
आपके पास उतना फ्रीडम नहीं होगा उस टाइम।
मोड लाइफ मतलब जो लाइफस्टाइल आजकल जो चला हुआ है,
हम्म,
शहरों में जो मकान वगैरह हैं वो इस हिसाब से मिलेंगे नहीं, जो वो पुराने
वही वही
आर्किटेक्चर्स के
वही वही जी,
डिजाइन.
हाँ वही रवि जी, इसलिए हमने इतना टाइम लिया था वो माइंड और जो भी है अनकॉन्शियस माइंड, फियर के बारे में इतना हमने क्यों बताया, क्योंकि ना जब आपके घर आपके अंदर जो डर बिठाते बिठाएंगे ना, तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता आप लोग, आगे नहीं जा
हम्म,
सके, ना ना जा
वही,
सकते हैं।
हाँ वही
उसको
बोला ना
निकालना
कि
है पहले।
फियर फ्री माइंड, फियर फ्री माइंड ही बहुत कुछ कर सकता है। तो डर को पहले निकालना है, और जितना भी सीखा है ना उनको उसको अनलर्न करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि तुमको उनका सोर्स नहीं पता ना, आपको सोर्स नहीं पता कि वो सोर्स कहाँ से आ रहा है, वो जेन्युइन भी है कि नहीं, वो इंटरनेट पे इंसान जो बोल रहा है उसने कहाँ से सीखा है। यहाँ पे जो आप आज सीख रहे हो या कल सीखोगे, यू नो द सोर्स, आपको सोर्स पता है कि ये स्क्रिप्चर से ही आता है। ये ना वास्तु के जो भगवान है, लॉर्ड विश्वकर्मा, भगवान विश्वकर्मा ने ही लिखा हुआ है, भगवान विश्वकर्मा से ही आ रहा है, उन्हीं से हमने सीखा है, उन्हीं से हम लोग डिजाइन करते हैं, और उन्हीं से हम लोग अपना 9 ग्रिड पद विन्यास को बनाए हैं जो एग्जिस्टिंग स्पेसेस के लिए है। तो आपको 81 ग्रिड पद विन्यास करने की जरूरत नहीं है, यू जस्ट फॉलो दिस एंड यू आर डन। ये सारी चीजें इन्हीं के अंदर से आई हुई है, किसी के माइंड से नहीं आई हुई है, इन्हीं से ली हुई है ना।
ओके, ओके.
तो
हाँ
आपको
अब
पता है कि
हाँ
ये सोर्स क्या है,
हाँ,
व्हाट इज दिस।
आपको सिर्फ वही है, जब वो जो स्लाइड दिखाए थे ना यंत्रा के बारे में, आ, जननी जी क्या बोल रही थी उस टाइम, आपका आपके घर को आप एक मंदिर के जैसा बनाना है, सारे पॉजिटिविटी उसमें भर भर के। तो पीटम बुक में सब कुछ दिया है कि कैसे कैसे किस किस डायरेक्शन में क्या क्या कर सकते हैं आपके अपने हिसाब से, तो आप आपका घर
हाँ,
एक मंदिर बन जाएगा, वो
हम्म,
यंत्र बन जाएगा, तो यंत्र से
हाँ तो
कनेक्ट हो जाएंगे। ठीक
एग्जैक्टली
है।
तो इसीलिए तो मैं बोल रही थी ना कि ये इसको मैं बोलती हूँ इसको सर्व शक्ति यंत्र, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सारी शक्तियां दिखाई हुई है, सारे कोनों की दिखाई हुई है, ऑल योर कार्डिनल डायरेक्शंस एंड ऑल द इंटर डायरेक्शंस बिटवीन, सारी सारी डायरेक्शंस है इस पे। तो ये करोगे तो आप यू आर कवर्ड, यू डोंट हैव टू
तो
वरी।
इसलिए उस टाइम जब विश्वकर्मा लॉर्ड विश्वकर्मा जी ने जब ये बुक लिखा था, उस टाइम अपार्टमेंट अपार्टमेंट नहीं था।
हम्म,
तो उसका मतलब नहीं जो भी अपार्टमेंट में रह रहे हो और दूसरे डायरेक्शन में रह रहे हो, उनका कोई ज़िंदगी नहीं है क्या? उनका भी ज़िंदगी होता है ना। तो
यस सर.
हम्म,
पहले आप अपने सब डर को निकाल दीजिए, वो जो भी है मुझे पता है, मुझे भी पता है जो मॉडर्न वास्तु में क्या क्या चल रहा है, सीढ़ी के बारे में, टॉयलेट के बारे में, सब कुछ हटा दीजिए। इसलिए हमने पहले बताया थी कि वो टम्बलर के
हाँ
जो आपके है ना
हाँ
पूरा निकाल दीजिए।
हाँ, वो
तो
निकालिए
स्टार्टिंग
तभी
कीजिए।
स्पेस होगा जो जेन्युइन है ना वहां से सीखने के लिए।
हाँ,
तो
यस.
मैं भी ऐसे ही था रेखा जी, मुझे मालूम है आप आपके क्वेश्चन का, मुझे मालूम है मेरा हिंदी इतना ठीक नहीं है, फिर भी मैं एडजस्ट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। सॉरी।
नो इट्स गुड दीपक
Okay,
जी।
good. Okay. I think Kamalji's hand is on. I'm sorry, Kamalji. I've been just waiting. We want to. Yeah, we can go to Kamalji's question.
Not a problem.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Firstly, I would like to thank Dwaniji. Like her energy is very infectious. Believe me, it is like the course started here for me. It is 1:30 Australia Sydney time. So I'm coming from sleep, but yeah, very infectious.
Oh
And
my gosh,
thank
thank you for
you for
being there
running the
with
session.
us. Thank you.
uh, Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I had a few questions. Like you talked about, I wanted to know what is Adhigrahan and why is the
Mhm.
Vastu of temples so important, like at
Yeah,
home?
yeah. First I will tell you about Adhigrahan. It's if you have this book of, if you have this book of hers with you, the things are listed in that. What is Adhigrahan? Why should we do? And this way also we will also cover tomorrow. in our tomorrow slide in detail.
Okay. Okay.
The thing about Adhigrahan. That is the most thing that you do first. Because that's what Guruma did with my house when I consulted with her. And after that, different Vastu doshas came forward, They were there. We were not able to see it. After Adhigrahan, they kind of popped up, the one thing after other, and we went on solving them. Yeah. And we can see the changes. So yes,
Yeah.
we will be talking about Adhigrahan tomorrow. So don't worry
Yeah.
about that. And what was the other thing? Sorry, I kind of
Temple.
lost track.
Why
Yeah,
temple? What is temple wise is
temple.
important? Yeah.
Why temple vastu is important? Because if I have to compare or give an example, a small example of a cell in our body, what is the power of our cell, the cell in our body? One particular cell, mitochondria, right? Mitochondria is the entire powerhouse of the cell. It produces the energy that can keep the cell going, and all the cells together will keep on our body going, right? In the same way, it's for the temple, because temple have the deities, have the divine in them, and when we pray to our divine, we get or imbibe that energy for our daily task or daily work. Okay, so whenever our temple is aligned with the cosmic energies or with the higher energies, then that kind of energy is easier to access, and that kind of energy is easier to imbibe and radiate it outwards. That's why temple vastu is important, because all of the energy is there and we are accessing right in the morning before starting our work and radiating it outwards in our daily lives from morning to night. So
Okay.
temple vastu is really a simple thing, but it's really very important.
Yeah. Again, the point of fear. We talked about Dhar, no? We kept so many idols. We'll come to the detail later. There's a temple session separately Dhaniji takes about a 1 hour.
Yeah.
But I would say that उसमें भी डर का ही है. Like you keep
Mhm.
so many gods.
Yeah, lot
तो
of
इनका
fear,
मंत्र
lot
जप
of
दिया,
fear.
इनका मंत्र मैंने नहीं जपा. Like, we have a lot of fears within the temple itself. We have met temple as another fear. But
Mm.
it's a point for us to connect
Hey.
free.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
it.
connect and get the energy. Instead of fearing gods, we have to connect with them. And we have made our temples a place of fear, a place of where we have to do and we have to serve every single one of them so that we can please every one of them and get energy from every one of them. It's not like that. But yes, that will be cleared if you can, if you want to join the temple course. Yes, temple Vastu course is also there. And Dr. Jayshree also does temple Vastu. It's on her website also if you want to log in and see.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for that
Thank you for
info.
joining us from Australia. I really appreciate you being here at such a night time. Thank you so much. That kind of gives us this feeling that we cannot express, that warmth kind of feeling, that love that we get from around the world. Guruma is going to be very happy.
Any more
Any other
questions?
questions, guys? Yeah.
Hi, Dani. Thank you for the wonderful session. What a great start, to be honest. And I'm really enjoying and liking it, the energy across. My one question, definitely, we are here to understand the space energy, the Vastu, the elements, and everything. But as you have been, attained so much of knowledge from the Guruma and came to that level of understanding and trying to portray the same and share the knowledge, what is that one thing? Before we proceed for this day two tomorrow, we have a good another 23 hours, right? So what is that one thing we should fix first, apart from fear, before coming for the day two?
Empty your mind from the internet, Vastu.
Yeah,
Unlearn. Unlearn,
definitely.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Unlearn so that you can imbibe from the genuine core, genuine things, genuine place,
yeah,
the course that she has designed.
yeah,
That's what you have to do. Empty your mind so that you can sit and fill up your mind with the genuine source code.
Yeah, and we would like to also, Navneetji, trust 100% the scriptures, because this is not created by anyone, any of us. That's why we said the lineage. So trust the
yeah,
lineage. That's it. You just pray to the God today sleeping that, show me the way for whatever trouble you're facing.
Yeah.
yes,
He
Yeah.
will show it.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
Trust it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thank you,
And
Deepak.
that's
You
why,
answered my second part of the question, and I think that was on spot.
yeah. See, that's why we explained a lot about Guruma, her journey, what she has done, and what she has been through. If you see her life, no, you will get an example that how Vastu changed her life, how she was able to change her life, and what is she doing now so she can bring the change in us, you know, people around. That's why I told you that there is a thing called collective consciousness. When you rise, you hold the hand of other person and you rise together. That's how changes come.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. And to be frank, Nanaji, I just want to add one more thing was our consultation, and you go see consultation part in our website. It's very, very reasonable, to be frank.
Very reasonable,
Very
yeah.
reasonable. Ma'am
Yeah,
says that, and the books she's written so detailed and things like what she says
yeah.
is, I want the true knowledge to go to everybody's house, and everybody needs to be accessible. It's just not the rich. Initially, it was for the kings, but now everybody should have the right
Vastu is
knowledge
for
access.
everybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why she is giving every knowledge in her different books. Whatever book, one book. I was talking about this Manjusha that someone has, right. One book has the ingredients. One book has the mantra. So she is giving away everything. She is not hiding anything. Even temple Vastu, it's for like what, very very reasonable, very reasonable. All the plans, even Vastu consultation
Sorry,
is
I
also
wanted to
very
ask, what is
reasonable.
this temple Vastu? Like the temples outside the houses or inside the houses? What you're
Inside
talking?
your house, inside your house.
Oh, okay, okay. I was thinking, what is this temple? But the first time I'm hearing this temple Vastu. So that
Yeah,
means that the temple we have in our houses, you will do the there is a Vastu for that also.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
that's very new to me. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's
See,
new
yeah,
to me.
that's what we will learn tomorrow, right? That
yeah.
four main things we do Vastu for four main things from our scriptures:
Okay,
land,
mm,
vehicle, bed, and temple. We will learn tomorrow.
okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something new to learn. Thank you.
Tomorrow is going to be a great day. Remedies and different learnings. Really nice.
Yeah, don't feel today was almost a psychological thing, but it was necessary. Yeah,
It was really
you might
necessary.
expect
Yeah.
what is
Same
happening, right?
time.
Yeah, same timing. Huh?
Same time. Same time.
No, no.
Yeah.
I think he was Vikramji was asking the next module. I think Bhadra. I was saying that
Bhadra.
it could be around February, and we usually follow the same timing. The reason behind is just like Kamalji, and there are some people joining from US, and Dhaniji is based out of US. So this was the time which was more apt for us. Unfortunately, Australia we will not be able to accommodate so
Yeah.
easily. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Different hemisphere,
yeah,
not totally
yeah, that's why,
different.
sir.
Yeah.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
Vikramji. Yeah, yeah. And it'll be usually weekends. We would like to keep
Yeah.
weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weekends.
yeah.
All good, all good.
Thank.
Like,
Sorry, you asking something? Anybody? Any
yeah,
questions?
one last question.
Sure, please.
Yes.
Is there
Yes, Kamalji.
a difference in, yeah,
Your voice is
You are break.
breaking.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
breaking up.
Kamalji.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
question like,
Kamalji, your voice is breaking. Maybe you can type it.
Type it.
That is
Yeah.
could be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Meantime, we can take any other questions anybody has got. Yeah, Kamalji, I think you're moving now. Probably you can speak and okay, we
Is
got
there
the
a
question down.
difference in master principles in Southern? See, no, that's what we explained, right? That Vastu is universal. Sarva Desik, Sarva Bhaumik, and Sarva Kali. All the principles that are there, like Vastu Purush Mandala and the five elements as well as the Dikpas, they are the same everywhere, same everywhere. You know, whether it is Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we
Sorry,
heard you.
sorry, what did
Okay.
you just say? I actually वो थोड़ा सा network issue था. What did you just say? I missed that.
Yes, that's what we explained in our slides, right? That it is Sarvadesic, Sarvabhaumik, and Sarvakalik. That means whatever principles are there in the Vastu in Northern Hemisphere, they will be same in the Southern Hemisphere, like Vastu Purush Mandala, the five elements, as well
No,
as
but when
the
we say some other countries, like when we, let's say for example, Australia, we talk about, they say it's like totally the opposite side of the equator, right? So there the north direction changes. There the south is different. So there also, but I've heard that, Vastu experts there, what they ask people to, sleep in the north direction, put the head in the north and sleep, because they say that because, the earth is like that. I don't know how true is that, but whatever. Yeah. So you're saying it's same all everywhere?
concept is the
Difference.
same everywhere, right? Concept is the
Okay.
same everywhere.
Yeah.
Slightly regarding some directions that we'll
Yeah,
see,
because
but generally the principles remains the same. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
whatever the principles that we follow is the
Okay.
same. Yeah. By the way, even if you see, even when you put that point, even in astrology, if you see the people who were born, say, North Pole or Iceland, you know, it's not that easy to get their birth chart and do analysis. It may not really truly match because it's all worked on the degrees, right? The location, latitude and longitude of the location of the person. That's the time and place of birth. So it does have some effect, but the wider principles remains the same. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Just last question, I think, from my side. Usually, we heard that, if the southwest is cut or it is not into the proper direction or the shape, and if the northeast is cut, and then, they try to bring into that level with certain practices or some certain remedies and all. So, does that really a cut matter, or that's a fear which is
So
been created?
that's a fear totally, Navneet ji, that we learned in Jaya most about it, that
Okay,
how cuts, how to deal with cuts, and how if they matter or not. So I would not like to elaborate here in our basic course, but that is being taught in Jaya if you are interested.
sure. Thank you.
So
Mhm.
this is, sorry, one more question. So this is Nanda, right? We are right now in the
Mhm.
Nanda course.
Mhm.
And after this is after
Bhadra,
Nanda,
Bhadra.
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 And then after Bhadra is Jaya, right?
After Bhadra is
Mm.
Jaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bhadra is also will be 2 days, but Jaya
That
will be about a
Jaya will
month, will
be
be longer,
month-long course.
month long.
oh, that
Month-long
long.
course.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when will
Yeah.
the Bhadra level come? Like when is it? Next
Around
February.
Feb,
February.
we
February.
are,
February.
yeah, we
Okay.
are
Yeah.
planning
February. All right. Yeah.
because we want to complete Nanda a few more classes
All
because
right.
it's
Mhm.
not easy, Some like
Yes,
some
To
obviously
will
for the
also be like
accommodate,
fresh
yeah.
people.
so
Yeah,
See,
people.
yeah,
Yeah,
if the
sure.
class is small, no, if the class is small, more
Mm,
attention can be given and more questions can be solved.
that
If
is
the
true.
class is small, yeah. So we are keeping the batches small, so that way we can, do more for people that are learning from those
Awesome.
courses.
Yeah.
and there will be also geopathology course also is a separate one. You see more science being taught there regarding geopathologic stresses because this is a lot about geopathology. That's where you will know why bed is very important. So
Yeah.
have a attention tomorrow. There is some bed vastu we need to do. We will, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but one of the reasons is geopathologic stresses. Yeah. So there is a separate course on geopathology also.
All right. I think this is it for today. We can close the
Yeah.
session, Abhijit.
Yeah. It's 10
Huh?
o'clock. Yeah. Sorry
Yeah.
for the Indian
Yeah.
folks. Yeah.
Yeah. Good night, everyone, and
Good
see
night.
you
It was so
tomorrow.
nice to
Thank
hear
you.
you. Thank you
See
so
you
much.
tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Bye.